Man, shit, it is what it is, but I still watch the play and be like, I don't know how the hell he thought about that, but I mean, I ain't really tripping about it.
Does it make you feel better? What are you gonna do? What are you supposed to do, right? I mean, you're kind of in tackling form. Like, is there anything else you could even do on that play?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it ain't really too much you can do. I feel like anybody that really got something to say about it, I would love for them to tell me exactly what they would have did.
When you saw the replay for the first time, did it just like, what was your initial reaction? Like,
I mean,
wow,
if
did he really do that?
if you watch, I know they just showed the highlight, but if you watch, like after the play, like after he jumped, I looked back at him, I was like, I don't know how he did it, but yeah, it was he touched by God.
Did you see it on the replay board first, or did you see it?
Hell no, I ain't see it on the replay. Okay. I seen his ass jump right over me.
True. Okay.
How much respect? I mean, you guys are a 1% league, and not too many guys can do what you do, but then he can do stuff that maybe is different than even most can.
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for him. I mean, that's the first time that's ever been done in history. I mean, he kind of hurdled me backwards, you know. So, I mean, I got a lot of, respect for him because I don't think nobody else in the league can actually make that play and successfully hurdle me. Like, it ain't like I went low or nothing like that. Like, I was standing up tall and he still hurt me. So, I mean, yeah, ain't not too many people that can do that.
You're willing to talk about it. You look like you're having fun with it. It's okay.
Yeah, I ain't tripping about it. I mean, Saquon, hey, what else you can do about it? I mean, shit, so yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, more X's and O's. What do you guys have to do to stop giving up so many explosives?
I think just trust that, the other 10 on the field are, going to be there to do their job. I think sometimes, I can speak for myself, I kind of get caught in trying to make the big play. Sometimes, you just got to trust, do your job, and trust that, the other people on the field are going to be doing their job. So I think that's the big thing we got to do.
What do you see on Minnesota's receivers? I know they obviously got Justin Jefferson, but they spread it around a little bit.
They got a good group. They have a good passing attack. Throw the ball everywhere. So I think we just got to read our keys. And play solid ball.
How much are you guys playing through right now as a unit? Not just you, but middle of the season and just banged up and toughing it out.
I think everybody's sore. It's week 10 in the NFL, so we always tell ourselves the first day of camp, this is the best you're going to feel all year, so there's no excuses. That's what we signed up for, so we just got to keep battling through.
How much do you get used to that part of it when you've been in the league for a while? And then how much respect do you have for a guy like Anton, who's battling that as a young player in the league?
Yeah, absolutely. Watching the older guys, that's when I got my appreciation, was watching those 7, 8 year, 10-year-old guys, fighting through stuff like that. And there's no excuse for me to ankle injury. I saw them doing it, so I'm going to practice through that and keep going. So, seeing Anton get, he went to the tent, got taped up, and he came back out on the field. So it was good to see. He's tough, and I'm glad he's right by me.
Yeah. Do you have that responsibility as an old guy to kind of share that with the young guys, or is it more lead by example?
Just try to lead by example. I think people handle pain differently, so I'm not going to tell you that you're not hurt. People. I would say pain bothers people differently, so I'm saying I'm just going to do what I can do to be out there for whoever, and I know people will do the same.
Looks like you're playing well. Is it hard to battle both when you're obviously trying to do your job as well as you can?
I'm just trying to be ready on Sunday to do my job, so I'll fight through whatever I can for anybody.
How tough was it to see Cooper, go down his first start? What have his spirits been like, since you've seen him since?
Good. I just talked to him. He's in good spirits, but seeing him go down like that and hearing him, on the field, he was just nothing but a chipper, and he's going to be back better than ever.
Hey, what about the challenge of the cohesion now with all these changes, the trade, the injuries, things going on as a line? How do you carry that through the rest of the season?
I think Phil does a great job, during camp of adding different bodies in there, and Blake's going to step in and do a great job. He's been in the league for 6 years, so I mean, him and Walker are going to play great together, and we're excited to be out there on Sunday.
Everybody, we just got to execute. We got to do our job. That's where we all got to come closer on the defensive side of the ball and just say third down, short yardage, goal line, whatever it is. We just have to come together and all be on one accord and do our 111 as a unit.
I meant offensively, and you run the ball on short yardage and goal line.
Yeah, man, I can't make a comment on that, but I just stay on my defensive side of the ball.
You guys stopped the tush push twice, though.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's done that yet.
Yeah, I think that was very demoralizing for them. Once we did it, that's why I want to say it was another 4th and short that they was about to go for it. They caught a timeout or something, blew it dead. They was about to run the quarterback on the outside. I mean, I think that was very demoralizing for them on offense. That's why they kind of got away from it on that late 4th down in the game where Jalen Hurts scrambled a little bit and me and Devin got the pressure on him. So got them out of their comfort zone.
So what did you guys do maybe that other teams hadn't done to stop that tush?
Man, I mean, I wouldn't say that other teams didn't do it. We just put a little bit more emphasis on that, played throughout the week, and then we came out and executed.
Who runs Jalen's role during the week?
So we got a lot of great guys. Sometimes it could be Mac or it could be the other quarterbacks that we have. But I feel like everybody that's on our roster has the athletic ability to go out there and be able to run the ball, run around, and you know what I'm saying, just be free at quarterback. That's kind of how Jalen is, and that's what they did.
Helmet switch this week. What do you think about him?
I love them. Now we got to get a win in them.
We got here a little late, but you may not line up over Cam much, but having him coming back, I mean, it's a little odd, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I want to give a huge shout out to Cam. He was one of those ones that was definitely coming in as a rookie. He's a great player, but him being on the opposite side of the ball, I know it'll be fuel to the fire for him being on that side of the ball, coming back to Jacksonville just like it is for us. Being on the losing side of things, we want to get this pressure off our chest, so I think it's going to be a great battle, and I'm looking forward to it.
How do you think your athleticism has really kind of helped you develop into pass rusher and the player you are now?
Me personally, it's just the way I'm wired, my mindset. My athletic ability has a lot to play in it. My speed, obviously, that's something that you really can't coach. But for me, it's more so my speed, my mentality, and the love that I have for the game in general. Like, I don't just play football for the money. I actually play the game just for the love of football. I've been doing it ever since 7 years old. So that's just something that I've been working on since 7 years old. And like I say, I live by the code of get 1% better every day. And if I do that, I've never been in the same position. I'm always elevated.
So when
you know, I'm just going to do what I do. If you see what I do on film, then, you know, expect to stop that. But I know, again, if I stick to my process, stick and take care of my body, I can come out there 100%. I'm going to do what I do. And see who's ready.
Did last week remind you of who you are as a player?
Good question. You know, remind me, I always knew, you know, who I was each week. I guess the opportunities right there was to keep finishing. You know, DBs did a heck of a job on holding them. And after my first sack, DBs did a heck of a job on, you know, I think that was a cover sack. So I think the DBs prior to that, but I continued to rush. And then that second one, Eric did what he was supposed to do. I started getting chipped. After that play, I was getting chipped every play after that. So then we send Eric over there. Eric takes both the guys, and I get chipped. Eric shoots it. I fall in under him. So, you know, remind me who I am, man. I'm always going to play fast, play relentless, and, you know, try to dominate my matchups. It's just what I do, man, and the numbers is there. You know, I think the only thing for me that slipped is my sack numbers.
Right.
But I think 8 games left. I'm still in the middle of it, and I can get those up. But two sacks, that was a good, like, okay. You know, I'm back in the mix of you know, where I'm supposed to be, sort of say, but pressure hits hers. You know, I think I'm up there, and, you know, if I could just, again, stick to my process, continue to play with that competitive excellence that I know I can, and, you know, rely on Trey, rely on the DBs, and rely on my guys to allow me to go out there and play fast and physical. Again, great matchup this week. Love Cam, but time to go.
What do you guys have to do to stop the explosives or slow down? I mean, explosives have been really a killer.
I mean, I think it starts, you know, that would probably be a better question for, like, you can see where we were getting beat. I don't want to be too technical or too analytical or whatever, but, you know, if it's in the pass game up front, how can we affect the passer? You know, what are they doing for us to allow that to happen? You know, for us up front, they've been doing a lot of max protection, so just having that relentless rush in the middle and the outside. And then, you know, in the back end, do we have good eyes? Are we in the right place where we need to be? Are we one of those one-on-ones in the matchup? Because those are all things that we need to do. We rely up front to win our one-on-ones. In the back end, we rely on them to win their one-on-ones. The ball's in the air, we go get it. It's a one-on-one against me and this dude. They expect me to win. And so, like, just keep playing with that trust, keep playing with that excellence, and make sure we're on the same page in the up front in the run game. You know, those explosive runs that they had, the third, and situational awareness. being aware of the situation, obviously 3rd and forever, you know, we know that that's a screen, quick game, just trying to get back in field goal range or whatever, just trying to get some easy yards. And, you know, for us to see the back set, see, oh, he's level 3, that's not a really pass set, you know. So for us to be more situationally aware in those situations, that can allow us to, okay, check to a run for it, or have our mindset, okay, we need to play a little bit more thicker and not allow us just to jet upfield because it was 3rd down. So we just have to be more aware, and that starts with me, and I take ownership to that. Seeing these things, you know, I have a lot of experience, and, you know, I can help put my guys in a better position moving forward, and I will.
What do you think about the white helmets?
I like them. I think they're dope. I wish we could wear all white with it, but the white, black, white, white is a great combination, something that the team, you know, thought about together. You know, something new, very special. Hopefully it brings us positive luck.
Go ahead. You guys all play hurt this time of year, but when you see a guy like Scherff and some of those guys battling through what they do, I mean, is there respect there, or is it just normal? It's like, yeah, this is what we do.
Man, it's a lot of respect. I remember talking to his wife, you know, well, we were all talking together, and his wife mentioned, and he's like, man, this is like when we first met each other. Like, yeah, Scherff, like talking about her husband, like, he's going to end up playing. He's going to end up finishing the game. No matter what it looked like or how it feels, he's going to finish it. So every time he falls down, I'm like, all right, Scherff's down. And then I see him go back in. It brings me back to that memory. It brings me always back to that, like, you know, we always play hurt, but, you know, we're going to finish what we can for each other. And we're very competitive, everyone is, and we're going to fight to the end. But I love to see when Scherff comes back out there and just keeps fighting for us and still play at a high level. But we all play nicked up. I feel like they say the only time you're not 100% is day after day 1 of training camp. After that, everybody's dealing with something. But how well do you take care of your body throughout the week? How well do you prepare throughout the week is going to allow you to play fastest.
You guys are all athletic freaks, but what
thank you.
Saquon did.
I've never seen that. That was crazy.
do you
That's
feel
crazy.
for Jarrian that he's going to be part of that man's highlight reel forever, for life?
I mean, but again, you know, Jarrian, the spotlight Jarrian had this year, man, he's a hell of a player, you know, as a rookie. So it's not like, you know, he has a bad player. You know, there's great guys on that man's highlight tape who he's done that to. So, you know, just reminder, like, yeah, you're probably going to see it, but also, again, when they look at who was that player, they're going to see he's a shutdown slot guy who a lot of people don't throw the ball to. So, you know, try to keep giving that confidence to him and keep playing with that swagger that he does, and it happens to the best of us. I remember when I got stiff arm, you know, now let me not say that. Let me not bring that up for somebody looks that up and I got to look at that. But, yeah, I'd have made somebody highlight tape before, you know, but somebody's also going to make my highlight tape. You know what I mean? So that's just the way the games go. But regardless of whatever, I've never seen that before, and that was kind of crazy. I couldn't appreciate it I could not appreciate it, but it was like, after the game, I was like, damn. During the game, I was like, don't even think about it. But after the game, I was like, damn, this dude really just jumped over this dude's back. It's crazy. But he's a heck of a player, though.
I always say, you know, you're not taking the first snap, but you can take every other snap. So you just got to be ready, and that's the mentality I'll always have.
When you've been on the sideline, what's the biggest thing you've seen that this offense maybe is struggling with? What's the biggest area of growth?
Yeah, I think we watch the film. There's definitely things to clean up each week, but it's really just the mentality and everybody playing together, and we've done that well. Josh is screaming. But yeah, we've done that well. I feel like we play together, and it's just going to click one of these days, and we just got to keep bringing the juice and the execution. And once you do that together as 11 people, then good things will happen, and you can't really chase it. You can't drink a magic potion or something. You got to just do the hard work and trust each other, and that will happen.
It's the challenge of a week like this when you may go, you may not, you got to practice more, but they're not sure, right? I mean, how challenging is that for you?
I mean, as a backup quarterback in the NFL, that's your job, and I've done a great job sticking to my schedule as a starter and just going through each week and preparing like a starter and learning from Trevor and the coaches and watching how guys move and how they block and all that stuff. So it's been good. You know, you can learn a lot of different ways from watching, whether that's on the sideline or at practice or in film. So been fortunate to learn from some good guys, some good veterans, and definitely feel like it's a good group.
From your view from the sideline, how do you get a faster start on offense? How does that, is that a full team thing? How does that go?
Yeah, I think it's just, just running the show, going out there, being confident, going up, playing with pace, and we've been doing that. So just got to get it together. And Trevor's been doing a good job, being prepared each week. And I always try to help as much as I can if he ever needs anything. And he's done a great job. So I've learned a lot from him. And starting fast is a mentality. So you just got to have your mindset to it and don't chase it, like I said earlier, and let it come to you.
And then from last one for me, a bunch of guys injured on this team, on this offense, guys stepping up and playing key roles here. That's huge for the mentality of this team. Right?
Yeah, I think Coach Peterson talked about that in OTAs, and that's why we all get reps throughout the offseason. Being here, it's been nice. You get reps, and guys have had to step in and play, and it's not just one position, it's multiple, and I think everyone's done a good job. So I think it's next man up mentality for those guys, and they've all done a good job.
Sorry, Mike, jumping in late, but what's your mentality this week with obviously Trevor dinged up, not really sure of his status?
Yeah, same as every week. I was telling them it's NFL football, and as a backup quarterback, you got to be ready, and you plan out your week like a starter. So I've been fortunate to kind of adjust that each week and figure out what works for me to feel confident on Sunday. And whether you're taking the first snap, you're taking 10 snaps, 0, 50, 60, 70, it doesn't matter, but you have to have that mentality of, hey, I did all the work and I feel comfortable and I feel like I've gotten the reps visually or however I get them, and then from there you just go let it rip.
How much, if you get called, does the preseason stuff and the practice reps that you do get pay off with the system and being
for sure. Like I said, you just came up, but I was talking about earlier, just in OTAs and preseason, the reps are divvied up really fairly, and you get a lot of experience. And I was fortunate, to have those mini camp days where I was the only quarterback and go through the offense. And you look back on those reps in the preseason and how we were operating as an offense, and I pride myself in that, is how the quarterback leads the unit, and Trevor's done a great job of that, and I've learned from him. And I also, no, you're good. Josh is screaming over there, yelling paragraphs of information. But I've learned a lot from Trevor, and like I said, we'll see how it goes.
How much